I promised was to talk to you about igniting the best in yourself and others. What I'm going to show you is that there are many aspects of modern life for which the brain is not well adapted or prepared, and that in fact, stuff that we do every day shuts the brain down, makes us dumber, and actually makes the people around us dumber, all of which makes life harder. A tiny bit about being a business anthropologist. A lot of people say to me, well, how do those two words go together? There are people in this room who have said that to me upon occasion. And so I'm just going to ask you, how many people here work? So look around and see, what does business have to do with being human? That's why business and anthropology go together. You're working, you are engaging in a social activity, and you are hardwired for social activity. This is another study which used an MRI, and just hang on here for just a second. In a moment I'm going to show you what the images look like. I brought this slide because I really want you to understand something. These were college students who were paid to do this experiment. They knew that they were in an experiment. I mean, if you get strapped into an MRI, you probably aren't forgetting that you're in an experiment. Okay, go ahead, next one. Okay, this is what the screen looked like that they saw. They're lying in the MRI, and what they see is these cartoon characters hitting the ball back and forth, and this represents the paddle of the person in the MRI. So the two figures hit the ball back and forth, and sometimes they hit the ball to you, and then you hit it back. And then after a while, they only hit the ball to each other, and they don't hit it to you. Okay, so these college students came out of this saying things like, they didn't like me. Broken hearts respond to Tylenol just the way broken legs do. Now, it's very interesting that is the case. That it is a similar kind of pain. It's social pain. But it is involuntary, just like any other kind of pain. We're all going to take our non-dominant hand, and we're going to throw this push ball to our partners, and they're going to catch it with their non-dominant hand.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay, got it? Okay, now wait, one more thing. Just one more thing before you get started. What you will notice is that you build skill very quickly. Our brains really are amazingly plastic. So you're going to get much more competent at this very fast. So as your partners get more competent, make it more difficult. Okay, go. Do it in the privacy of your office. I do it all the time. And that is 2 minutes of guided breathing. So why that's important is this. I don't have a picture of the brain. I decided I was going to spare you pictures of the brain this evening. But the brain is bifurcated. It's cut like cutting a peach in half. And in between the two sides is this big, fat bundle of nerves called the corpus callosum. When the brain gets stressed, the corpus callosum doesn't do its job well, and the two halves of the brain don't communicate well with each other. You can take the stress out of the corpus callosum in 2 minutes of mindful breathing. So you will become smarter.